For our class today, we are going to be doing a restorative yoga class focused around grounding down our energy, also being so deeply rooted in who we are in this moment. Before we get started with the class, I would love to have you set up your sacred space. So that can look like your yoga mat, a bolster, 2 blocks. You can also grab a blanket, a seated cushion, an eye pillow. You can grab your essential oils, crystals, whatever sacred tools you feel called to have in your space, and whatever adventure you'd like to take with your session here, go ahead and do so, and we'll meet right back here. So once you are all set up, I would like to first start out with connecting with our body, connecting with our breath. So go ahead and come to a seated position, or you can sit on your knees and heels like I'm doing now, whatever is comfortable for you. And then begin to close your eyes or take a soft gaze, again, whatever is your adventure. And just begin to tune in to your body, holding awareness. Just saying hello to wherever you feel called, wherever your body may be speaking to you. And no need to try and decipher or analyze what your body is speaking. Just be here. Now let's begin to connect with and tune into our breath. Feeling your lungs expand and your breath fall. Continue to stay connected to your breath. We're not doing anything fancy here. Just truly connecting. And while you stay connected with your breath and your body, I'm going to read a beautiful poem from one of my very favorite writers, Daniel Dobie. And this is called The Practice, Self-Loving. I am in love with the sound of my solitude. My alone is the greatest gift I can offer myself. The relationship I have with self is a sacred one, for it is the soil all connection will bloom from. Being in the work of belonging teaches me that I cannot use other people as a means of escape from my pain or my past. The work teaches me that the key to infinite love is when I crack my chest open wide enough to invite myself to come back in. I do not wait on others to choose me. I take control of what it means to belong when I choose myself first. And let's go ahead and take just one more breath. Again, nothing fancy. And slow exhale. You can begin to gently open your eyes. And let's begin. So you're going to need your bolster for our first position, our first pose. And what this is going to look like is a supported bridge pose, All you'll need is your bolster for this specific pose. So you're going to place your bolster right in front of you, just like so. And move these out of the way. Going to take off my mala. At any time with your poses, as you get settled into them, you can use your blanket as well as your eye pillow if you have them. You can grab your sacred tools. So don't forget about those if you feel called to use them. All right. So with your bolster, again, we're entering into a bridge pose. So you're going to bring your bum just on your bolster. Do so safely and gently, not fast. This practice is about slow, soft, gentle. And so once your bum is supported by your bolster, very gently, safely, begin to come to your back. Once here, your feet are going to be rooted and supported by the earth. You're going to place your arms out to either side, palms facing up. Once you're here, find your sweet spot. And if that means giving yourself a few wiggles, a few adjustments such as lifting your shoulder blades and spreading them out, placing them back down to the earth, go ahead and do so. We're going to be here for a good 5 minutes. And if you need to, go ahead and just do a quick body scan. Noticing where you're still a little tight, still holding on, and allowing yourself to release that sensation. Allow it to drop into the earth beneath you. One more minute here. And if your mind is wandering, just come back to your breath. Come to the point between your brows. And begin to come back to this space, and back to your body. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. We're going to take our time coming out of this pose. Again, your intention is to be slow, soft and gentle. Go ahead and root your feet into the earth. You're going to engage your legs, your thighs, and then begin to gently lift your bum off of the bolster as you slide it out from beneath you and slowly lower. From here, go ahead and bring your knees towards your chest for a little hug. You can roll your lower back if that feels good for you. And then go ahead and bring your knees to the side, down to the earth. Just pause there for just a moment and take your time as you come back to a seated position. Plant your hand into the earth as it supports your rise. And just be here for a moment, taking in that pose. For our next pose, it will be supported child's pose. So you will need your bolster. You can take a couple options here. If you just want to use your bolster or you only have just a bolster, that's totally fine. Your bolster is going to be just in front of you. And then slowly planting your hands to the earth to support you as you lower onto your bolster. Belly, chest, cheek, forearms and hands planted on either side of the bolster. You can take that adventure if that's comfortable for you. If you feel you need a little more support or height, you can definitely add a pillow on top of the bolster or a folded up blanket. Or if you have two blocks, go ahead and grab those. And what that will look like is your first block on the tallest setting, second block on the middle setting, and bolster laid very gently over the blocks, just like so. Alright, and from here, again, very slowly taking your time to get into your final position. Hands to the earth to slowly and gently guide you, belly, chest, cheek. And you want to find your sweet spot again. This shouldn't be uncomfortable or cause any pain for you. And once more, if you want to wrap yourself up in a blanket or place an eye pillow over your eyes, go ahead and do so. We're going to be here for a good 5 minutes. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and turn your cheek to the opposite side. Begin to come back to this space, back to your body. Planting your hands to the earth on either side of you as they slowly support your rise. And taking your time here, not rushing. With our next pose, we will just be using our bolster here for our final pose, a supported Shavasana. So go ahead and move your blocks off to the side. And with your bolster, you can take two options. For supported Shavasana, you can have your bolster underneath your knees to support you that way. And then if you'd like, you can roll up a blanket or a towel and place it right underneath your ankles. That would be nice and yummy. Or you can set up your bolster just behind you, like so. And then gently, one vertebrae at a time, roll back. If you're choosing this option, you can bring your legs all the way out in front of you, or bring your soles of your feet together to touch and knees out to either side. You can bring your hand to your lower belly, your other hand to your heart space to hold yourself here. Again, either option is your journey to take and explore and be curious about. Whatever you choose, be all there. And as you rest in your final pose, stay connected to your breath. On your inhale, I am here. On your exhale, I am here. Feeling more rooted and grounded than when you began. Tuning into your body once more and seeing where you're still maybe holding on. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your brows, and just melt. We're going to be here for 5 minutes. you can stay here for as long as you need, if you wish. But for those who feel complete, come back to your body, come back to this space. And take your time, meeting me back in a seated position. Bringing your feet to the earth. And slowly allow yourself to rise. Taking your time. I hope this practice was everything your heart and your soul needed in this moment. Again, if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments how this practice was for you. If anything came up, I would love to hear. And once more, thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to hold space for you and with you. May you have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, wherever you are. Until next time.